I'm Jewish. I'm mixed. My mom's side is Jewish. My dad's side is just typical Persian. I've been in Iran. I've experienced Iran. My family on both sides, many of them still live in Iran. I'm not some disenchanted person in the diaspora. So I wanted to thanks for the opportunity. I just wanted to touch base on this idea in which maybe we feel extremely devoid of this conflict, as if this has nothing to do with us as Americans, as if Iran isn't our problem. We shouldn't risk another Iraq or Afghanistan. I think it's important from my perspective that we actually take an examination of what that means, because we've never not been involved. In Afghanistan, we didn't just support anti-Soviet fighters, we actually funded and armed those Islamist groups, the Mujahideen, because they were the most effective short-term tool. And exactly, I don't know who it was in this room that America has short-term memory, but the Middle East remembers. Well, it's not just a matter of memory, it's a matter of muscle memory and reality that comes after that. So that was a decision that we made to empower the Taliban. That was a strategic choice. There was other armed militias on the ground, and we made that decision by design, not an accident. In Iraq, the regime, the change that happened in Iraq. We have to come to this reality that it was imposed with any investment or political groundwork. The civil society within the country was basically decimate. There was no plan for governance, no democratic institutions ready to take over. So when the regime did collapse, militias fled, and what did they do? They filled the vacuum. That wasn't a failure on the Iraqi people. It was a failure in how we, the West, approached that transition. The same can be said about Libya, when he was removed with NATO support, but again, no real plan. So this is what I want to say. Iran is often thrown, and I've heard it on this stage, I've heard it across Clubhouse, and it's sickening to me, quite frankly. It's thrown in the same pile. But let's not forget what we played in the 1979 revolution. It was not some pure people's uprising. The United States completely effed up that situation. They were in communication with Khomeini when he was in exile. They gave signals to the Shah's military to stand down, and the regime didn't just take power by accident. It was facilitated, and we played a role in that facilitation. And now we can't just wash our hands of the consequences. Even now, people talk about, $100 billion. Well, that was their money. No, their money is in an actual economy that's privatized, where the majority of the people are behind that economic weight of that GDP, not a regime that oppresses 80% of its population, right, and uses nationalized gas and oil to hang gay people and create gender apartheid on a day-to-day basis, right? So what's happening in Iran today, it is fundamentally different, and I'm tired of this being used as some sort of fear-mongering tool, because, quite frankly, there's honestly a little bit of racialization in it too. You take out one bad Islamist, another one like guacamole is going to pop up. It's not top down, it's not externally driven, it's grassroots, it's cross-generational, and it's a politically conscious movement. And all the Iranian people have ever asked for is not to fund our oppressors. That is all they have ever asked for. Back when Obama released that $100 billion, the Iranians were dying in the streets. They were dying, and all they were saying was, Obama, Obama, Yabama, Yaba Una, which means, Obama, Obama, you're with us or you're with them. So I think that hopefully this can widen the lens a little bit, and let's not be so quick to wipe our hands clean from the responsibilities that we also have played into this regime, and keeping this regime alive and normalizing interactions with this regime. Thanks.
Roy, thank you. Listen, first of all, it's really, well, look, what you said is heartfelt, and you know more about this than I do, and most people in the room, and I appreciate the viewpoint.